Hi everybody, this is Jeff and Nikki from Nightshade Nook Decor. We are actually part of this craft fair, and we thought this would be a good time to kind of introduce ourselves to you as well as show you some of the projects that we work on. We are in the middle of actually making a cutting board. It's a custom order for one of our clients, and we thought we'd just give you a quick demonstration so you could see how the cutting boards are made and kind of the process that we do here. So what we have here is actually a black walnut slab that Jeff has cut up and divided into sections and put it in a frame, and he's poured epoxy in it. This is a custom board that is a white pearl board with a black swirl in it. So if you want to tell them a little bit about the process of what you're doing here, since they're all new to this.
Okay, so the epoxy's already been poured. The pearl white epoxy's been poured. I swirled it up. It's starting to thicken now. And what I'm going to do now is add some black epoxy to the center and kind of feather that in. I can't really swirl it in because if I do, it'll just turn gray. Everything will turn gray because, you know, the black and the white will mix. So I have to wait till this pearl epoxy gets just to the right consistency where it's honey, where it's kind of thick and gooey, and we're just about there, I'd say. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to start pouring the black because I think we've reached the right consistency where they won't mix. And what we're going to do is we're just going to pour a line down the middle here. See the epoxy's getting thick. It's getting hard to work with, but.
So these are live edge cutting boards with river pours in the center of them. I know probably a lot of you have seen the river tables. We do river tables as well. This just happens to be one of the cutting boards that we do. We also make charcuterie boards, coasters. We make seasonal decor. So you'll also see that we've added a lot of wreaths and wreath boards to our page as well for this event. But we just thought with the custom cutting boards that it'd be a good opportunity, since so many of you would like the cutting boards we posted, to kind of show you how they're created.
Yeah, they're usually not created quite like this one. This one is a little bit unique.
And we do, as all of you are supporting small businesses, we do support other small businesses. This wood, actually the slabs we buy are local. This one came from Butler Hardwood Lumber. The epoxy we use is East Coast epoxy, and we're using Pearl X mica powder. So what you do is you mix the epoxy and then add the colorant to it. So if you are interested in ordering a cutting board, you can actually choose your color cutting board. And like we said, the client for this particular order had chosen a pearl white with a black center. And as Jeff's just pouring it in there, what he's going to do is start swirling it to give it a little bit of texture in the look of the cutting board.
And I think I got as much as this as I can get out of here. It's starting to really thicken up. Okay, so I need my stick. Oh, here it is. Can you see over at this end?
Yes.
I have to start at this end because it's kind of what I've been doing. And what I'll do now is just kind of drag some of that black around. I can't mix it too much because it'll just turn silver. I want to try to retain that black color as much as I can.
That looks very pretty. I like watching you swirl them. And he's trying to carefully get underneath those bridges. So the bridges are here to keep the boards level, as well as to keep them from rising up when you pour the liquid epoxy in there. They do have a tendency to float. So we put the bridges, clamp them in, so that way the whole board remains level as we're creating them. And as you can see, he's being very careful to just kind of pull that black out so that it doesn't turn the colors into a silver cutting board.
Yeah, I mean, you're going to get a little bit of silver that pops up just because you're moving it, but the idea is to try to retain as much of that black as we can.
And you can also, as you watch him do this, see there's little air bubbles that are popping up. That happens when you're stirring up epoxy. And what he'll do once he's done with this is just go over it with a torch and pop those air bubbles. Otherwise, it will leave like pock marks in the epoxy, which nobody wants to see. So this is actually a rather large cutting board custom order. This one is 17 3/4 by 28 inches long. And what is it, about an inch and a quarter thick?
No, just over an inch thick.
Just over an inch thick?
Yeah.
And we do sell these on our website. Like I said, I have posted some of them in the craft fair. We also have them on our website, and we do take custom orders for them constantly. More often than not, we are probably doing custom order cutting boards for people. And we like to focus on black walnuts. As you see right now, it's kind of like a dull, wood color. But once we oil up the cutting boards, it really gives it a beautiful brown and reddish hue, and it really just pops, as you can see from some of the pictures that are on this page already. If you look on the album under Nightshade Nook Decor, you'll see some of the finished cutting boards. But we also, like I said, we do stocking hangers, we do cheese boards, we do charcuterie boards, we do coffee tables, end tables, dining tables, you name it. We do custom orders for them, as well as seasonal decor.
We've even made a bar.
We've even made a bar, yep. That live edge bar was beautiful, which is actually on our website in our gallery section if you wanted to take a look. And I've posted our Facebook, the link to our Facebook page, as well as the link to our website, so you guys can check it out as well before you purchase anything. I think that looks really cool.
Yeah, this one came out really nice. I'm really happy with this particular core. So now there's, like Nikki was saying earlier, there's air bubbles in the epoxy due to stirring. So what we're going to do is just take the torch and just go over and pop all the air bubbles.
And the other great thing about that is it just really livens the epoxy so that you can see what the coloring is going to look like once it's cured and sanded. Because once this is done, we let it cure in the frame for about a week, and then we run it through the planer, run it through the sander, and then we oil it up, put the feet on it, and then it is ready to go to the shop for sale. So I hope this has helped you guys. If you have any questions, please feel free to comment on this video. You can also message us directly on our Facebook page. And thank you for watching. You guys have a great night and happy shopping.